all that raspy. Trying to ask me.
The high rises of the Oklahoma City Business District gleaming in the early evening light. It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. As we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Hey, look at the Timberwolves. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
When I look at Minnesota, they've just got to learn a few lessons from what they're going through this year. I mean, to use that experience to make sure that they grow from it.
Well, you always want to be getting better, Clark. So I like what you're talking about. Sometimes you can learn from adversity, learn from your mistakes. That's what this club has to do from here on out.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Pekovic. Wiggins is out there with Young. Then there's Martin, and it's Levine in at the 1. Now here is Martin. 17 points in his last outing. Pekovic with a screen on Buford. Lets it go with a 3. That's a foul called into Profit. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now here's Wiggins, defended by Durant. And Pekovic kicks to Wiggins. The Timberwolves working the ball around them.
That's a hard pass to make when the defense has that many people in the paint.
Durant just inside the line. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Levine kicks to Young. The dish now to Pekovic. Young sets a screen for Pekovic. It's hauled in by Adams. The Thunder have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Westbrook passes to Adams. Outside Westbrook. On the pass to Buford. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Levine kicks to Pekovic, and he gets it to go.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Timberwolves on defense. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And they were so proficient in that game offensively, guys. Their passing was dynamic. Shot making, really good flow to their offense.
Well, they played a very intelligent game of basketball, Steve, and those two things go hand in hand.
Now here's Durant. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Durant attacking. Here's Levine, averaging 12 points a game. Takes the 13-footer, misses off the right angle.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the closeout there, Steve. Well done.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
The Thunder shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And their success rate from the stripe this season about 77%.
That one is off. Second free throw, no good. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Brian Shaw. He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the perimeter.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now Buford. Thaddeus Young missing on his 3. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Here's Levine, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Levine passes to Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Martin. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
And here's Martin, following the 3 from Buford. Dishes it to Wiggins. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Wiggins has got his first points of the night.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Westbrook dishes to Buford. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 5. Levine kicks to Martin. A baseline J moves back up. And the rejection by Ibaka. Durant attacking again, Oklahoma City.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough.
I think our shot selection could be a lot better.
And with this quick break, we can show you the list of the most explosive shooting guards in the NBA so far. You look at Buford, leading the league in points per game.
Possibly the single most dangerous player in the NBA right there. A machine at the offensive end. So hard for any defense to deal with.
And Steve, what makes him special is his ability to score from anywhere and everywhere on the court, inside, outside. You have to keep tabs on him at all times, and even then, he can hurt you.
Minutes checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Thunder on D. And Young, here we go. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Westbrook passes to Ibaka. We've got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Here's Levine, following the score by Serge Ibaka. Young, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. The Thunder leading by 7. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. The rebound by Bennett.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
They grabbed their own miss. Here's Levine. Moves back up. The feed now to Bennett. Levine kicks to Martin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Young with no one around. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Durant, here we go. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Durant's got 6 points.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Here's Bennett. And Buford pulls it down.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
And Ibaka slams it in.
These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
It's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
Timberwolves trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. Levine kicks to Young. From 13, that's good on the jump shot. The Thunder leading by 9. Westbrook passes to Buford. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. A different look for Oklahoma City. McGarry's checked in for Steven Adams. Jones comes for Ibaka. And Wilcox is subbed in for Kevin Durant. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Young. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Corey Brewer's checked in for Kevin Martin. And it's Foy in for Levine. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Guys, this has been one of the weaknesses.
That's the way to work on D.
Not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Teams making substitutions here. Now Anderson. Tries it from 9. Can't get it to go. Here's Brewer. That misses, would have kind of had it gone in. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. It's the Thunder opening up a huge gap. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we...
Tune in next Sunday, December 11th, DeMarcus Cousins and
Well, not exactly a close game. The second quarter starts here. Plenty of time for a comeback. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast break moves, so this team's doing a nice job getting easy points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Minnesota, Ahmed is out there with Bennett. Then it's Gorgie Day. Then there's Foy, and it's Brewer in at the 2 spot. The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Durant's checked in, and he's good on the second. Here's Anderson. He kicks it to Buford. Feeds to Wilcox. Clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. And Buford gets it to go in on the assist by Wilcox. And that's 12 points for the Profits. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams comes in for McGarry. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Wilcox. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Begovic is checked in for Jang. Wiggins comes in for Shabazz Muhammad. Martin's checked in for Corey Brewer. And Levine subbed in for Randy Ford. For Oklahoma City, they have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. That free throw good from Anderson. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Young's checked in. Both free throws good from Anderson. And the Timberwolves with possession here. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And this is a big game, guys, today because these teams will see each other 3 more times down the road. And this one kind of sets the tone for the season series.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, guys, the Prophet in their last game against the Jazz got down to business. He ended up with 53 points, and as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly